Hello! So this video will talk about exponents and the laws of exponents. So this is not mine, it's from Mr. Cossey. So let's get started! So in this lesson, you have to know or you need to know first your math facts, meaning you know how to add already, subtract, divide, multiply, and also you have to review your math vocabulary. You know what is a sum, a difference, product, etc. Also, you have to review everything about fractions. You know how to divide fractions, you know the operations in there. If not, you better get that down. So, you will learn in this video what is an exponent. Next, how to use exponents, and of course the most important is the laws of exponents. So, by definition, exponent shows how many times a number is a factor. So given that expression shown in this video, you have x to the m power. So in that expression, your x there is the base. Okay? Next, for the m, that is an exponent. Now, exponent is also called a power. Thus, exponent or the exponent will tells us how many times the base will be multiplied to itself. And for the examples, we have x to the second power. Now, the power of 2 or the second power is also called squared. So since the exponent is 2, we will multiply x by itself 2 times. Now, x to the third power, and another term for the power of 3 is cubed. So we are going to multiply x by itself 3 times. Next is we have b to the fourth power, so we multiply b by itself 4 times. So, moving on with the laws of exponent. Take note that this topic is very essential as we go along the way. Now, for the first law of exponent, which is the product of powers, when multiplying with exponents, add the exponents. Okay, so to follow this one, you have to make sure that the bases are the same. So in this example, x to the second power times x to the third power, simply copy the base because they are the same, and then add the exponents 2 and 3. Then 2 plus 3 is 5. So the answer is x to the fifth power. So to justify this expression, this answer, we have here proof. So we have x to the second power times x to the third power is equal to x to the fifth power. So if you will expand two products, we have that one. And then since we are just going to add the exponents, it would be x to the fifth power. Now, the second law of exponent is the power of a product. Apply the power to each factor and simplify, or distribute the power to each factor. Example, we have quantity 3ab to the power or to the second power. So we are going to distribute 2 to 2 to 3, that is 3 to the power of 2, a to the power of 2, and b to the power of 2. Now, 3 raised to the power of 2 is simply 3 times 3, which is 9. A squared, b squared. So the answer is 9a squared, b squared. Okay, third law we have power of a power. When raising an exponent to a power, multiply the exponents. Okay, we'll have an example. Quantity x to the second power raised to the third power. So there is an exponent raised to another power. So by rule, we have to multiply the exponents. 2 times 3 is 6. So the answer is x to the sixth power. And so, we have this proof here. For the fourth law of exponent, we have quotient of powers. When dividing with exponents, subtract the exponents. Now we can apply this one as long as the bases are the same. So in this example, we have x to the third power divided by x to the second power. The bases are the same. So just copy the base and subtract the exponents. Now 3 minus 2 is 1. So the answer is x raised to the power of 1, or simply x. And so we have this proof here. Okay, next is the power of a quotient. Find the power of the numerator and the denominator and simplify. So since this is a power, we have to distribute. Example, we have quantity 2a over b raised to the power of 3. So the denominator cannot be 0. So in here, the exponent is 3. So we are going to distribute 3 to 2, 3 to a, and 3 to b, making it 2 to the third power, meaning 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. And then a to the power of 3 over b to the power of 3. So this is now our answer. Next is zero exponent. Anything raised to the zero power equals to 1. Take note, anything. Okay? Though you have it here, 1 million raised to the power of 0, the answer is always equal to 1. Okay, we have x to 0 to the power of 0, that is 1. Quantity xy raised to 0 is also equal to 1. And so, we have this proof here. So the last one is a negative exponent. So if your answer has a negative exponent, that means your answer is not in its simplified form. So if there is a negative exponent, we have to find its reciprocal. So say for example, we have a to the power of negative 2, that is 1 over a to the power of 2. So no more negative. What about 1 over a to the power of negative 2? So simply a to the power of 2. And so we have this proof here. Again, you cannot have a negative exponent in your final answer. If na ay negative na exponent sa inyong final answer, di na mao ang final answer. Ang inyong buhaton, find its reciprocal. Find the reciprocal of the negative exponent. Okay?